Why? Because they're on a low level, right? I want you to read this one more time, Baba Kashab.
Yeah, scoot it up and over. You want me, where you want me to start at? Verse 3. The last verse. Start at verse 3.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
With whose beauty, if they being delighted, took them to be gods. Let them know how much better the Lord of them is. For the first author of beauty have created them. See, the first author of beauty, the first author of beauty have created them, man. And who is that talking about? It's talking about the Most High God, man. Read. But if they were astonished at their power and virtue, let them understand by them how much mightier he is that made them. For by the greatness and beauty of the creatures, proportionably the maker of them is seen. See that? The Most High, you see the Most High in all his works, man. In his beautiful works, man, that he's put forth upon the earth, man. So there's no reason that you have to, Salaki King. So there's no reason that you have to give honor unto damn trees, man. You really got people that worship trees, man.
Straight up.
They worship nature, man.
Good.
Or they give credit to the universe. But they don't worship the one that created all these different things. Why? Because they on a low level, man. They can't. Right? And they get that custom from these other nations, man. Because that's what Esau do, man. He see the damn sun and say, oh, the sun god Apollos. He see the damn water and say, right, oh, Poseidon.
Look at that. Madness.
He see the damn thunder and lightning and say, oh, Zeus.
Wake them up.
They literally create gods out of their own fabric of their imagination, man. It's madness, man.
Hey, King.
It don't work.
It's one right there. On top of the monument. On top of the monument. It's one right there.
Bring this out. Medusa. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47 and verse 11.
Bring it out.
I had you, what did I have you holding?
He was on the Romans 8.
I had him holding something else before that.
Did you hold the
Do you hear it? Do you hear it?
you holding the Jeremiah 3:23? Yeah.
Con, Jeremiah 3 and 23.
They like doing a little church.
Or if a brother can grab it, whoever can grab it. Con.
Did you get the cash app?
Whole post.
Oh, you forget it?
Whole post.
No, you don't have to send it to me. You just keep whatever I send you. Just put it
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3, verse 23.
Bring it out.
Truly in vain is salvation hoped for from the hills and from the multitude of mountains.
Right? He said truly in vain, man. Is salvation hoped for by who? These mountains and hills. What are these mountains and hills? The big nations and the small nations of the heathens, man. That's why he said truly in vain is salvation hoped for. Read that one more time.
Truly in vain is salvation hoped for from the hills and from the multitude of mountains. Truly in the Lord our God is the salvation of Israel.
Of who?
Of Israel.
See that, man? So he told you playing upon tables, man. These works that these other nations do, man, are vain at the end of the day, man.
Yeah, I'm posting more.
If the Lord called their entire existence vain, man, how much more the customs that they do? Right? How much more the customs that they do, man? Right? Good. Yeah, we do this. No, you good. Fine. So, why, if the Lord called these other nations, real quick, Salakia, you could drop that. Give me Jeremiah 50 and 6. Give me Jeremiah 50 and 6. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
My people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains. He said what? They have turned them away on the mountains. So our people, even our people, man. Our people, these different political leaders, man. And they may be an Israelite, so guess what? All our people follow after them. Even though they following, they're not doing nothing but following after the customs of these vain mountains and hills, man. Those same mountains and hills, man. If the, like I said, if the Lord called these mountains and hills, which are these other nations, vain, how much more they customs that they do? Sorry. But the Lord said, guess what? They turn my people upon these different mountains and hills, man. Read. Turn them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. The Lord said they go from mountain to hill. What does he mean when he says that, man? Meaning that our people went from nation to nation. Doing what? Their customs. Right. You had people in the scriptures, man, who was worshiping in the book, in Athens, man.
they was worshiping these different things. On one of those, Paul even seen it, and it had the invisible God on there. Right? Our people was worshiping Zeus, Poseidon, and all these other different things. Why? Because they was going upon all those mountains and hills, man. Which is what? These other nations, man. That's why I said they turned them upon mountain and hill. But this is what the Lord, give me 51, Jeremiah 51 and 25. Go to 25 for me, Baba Kashad. Right? This is what you're going to receive. This is what these other mountains and hills and nations are going to receive of these mountains and hills, man. I mean, these are what these mountains and hills are going to receive of the Most High God.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51 and verse 25.
Bring it out.
Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain.
The Lord said, I am against thee, O destroying mountain. Read.
Saith the Lord, which destroyeth all the earth, and I will stretch out mine.
Salakia. And who destroys the earth more than the so-called white man, man? They don't do nothing but destroy the earth. Real quick, give me the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 1. Right? Give me the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 1. And I believe I want verse 8. Right? But when they got increased in the world, man, it's gonna tell you what happened when they begin to be increased in the world. 9.
It's the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves.
Right now, this is going into Alexander the Great, man, or Alexander the Freak, man.
That's right.
Right? And after he died, man, he had these kings that was up under him. Right? They put crowns on their heads, read on.
So did their sons after them.
So did their sons after them. So it's just talking about the so-called white race, man. These Edomites, man, read.
Many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth.
What the Lord say?
Evils were multiplied in the earth.
Evils was multiplied in the earth when the so-called white man came into power, man. Simple as that. Playing upon tables, man. When the so-called white man came into power, man, the Lord said evils was multiplied in the earth, man. Evils was multiplied in the earth.
Madness.
You see that, man?
Done on the whole dress.
There's a perfect example right there.
That's right.
But evils was multiplied in the earth. And the Lord manifested one right there, man. Man with a dress, man. That's why he in a sling.
Man.
So look, why you can't go after these different things?
This the book of Hebrews, chapter 12 and verse 16.
Bring it out.
Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau,
The so-called white race, man. The so-called white man, read.
who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
Sold his birthright for some meat, man. Right, so nobody destroys the earth real quick and
Yeah, I can.
no, I was saying, go back to Jeremiah real quick.
Yeah, that's all I wanted in that.
This the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51 and verse 25.
Bring it out.
Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Lord, which destroyeth all the earth.
Which destroys all the earth, man. Esau, man. Destroy the earth. What they do, they pollute the air, pollute the waters, pollute the people's minds, man. Pollute the air, the sky. They mess up the ozone layer, man. So-called global warming, man. Disease, pestilence, rape, rob, murder, pillage, steal. What don't they do that's wicked on the earth, man? And the answer is they do everything, man.
That's right.
Right.
Right? So the Lord said that destroys the earth, you know?
And I will stretch out mine hand upon thee, and roll thee down from the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain.
Will make thee a what?
A burnt mountain.
Same thing like in Jeremiah 3 and 23. When the Lord said, what? Truly in vain is salvation hoped for from the mountains and the hills.
That's right.
You see that? And the Lord said these same mountains, man, guess what? He was going to turn them into a burnt mountain, man. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible. Not thus saith what I got to say, my own vain opinion. Nah, we reading the words out the Bible, man.
That's right.
Right? So that's how it go, man. And that's how it is. So if the Lord said these things, different things about these nations, why would you go and follow their customs, man?
That's right, all right.
Right? What's going on with y'all, family? How y'all doing? Right? Did y'all know that the Lord God has a chosen people? Brother, what's going on with you? Did you know that the Lord God has a chosen people?
That's Esau for you.
You didn't know that? Who is chosen people, brother? We are. That's right. We is chosen people, man. Thus saith not just our opinion. Now let me ask you a question. Why do you feel like we is chosen people? What made you say, or what made you come to the conclusion that we're God's chosen people? What? It's all right, brother. It's all right. If you want to say,
I can explain right now, but I have a general idea of what their purpose is.
That's all good. I'm just saying, if you feel like,
I just can't express it right now. That's all.
So you just know it in your spirit. You just feel it. Yeah. You see that? And that's how a lot of our people feel. You don't feel that way for no reason, though. That's right. Is the point. You don't feel like...
It's like we more invented than what we do, they take.
Give me Deuteronomy 7:6.
Cut.
Right? I'm going to show you these different things, brother. Do you feel like you chosen, brother, by God?
Yeah.
Right? All our people feel that way, man.
Right.
All our people, why you think our people naturally got a chip on their shoulder? Right? Why do you think we feel like we can do anything that we put our hand towards? Hey, we gonna do it the best, man. And not only do we feel that way, but guess what? That's how it go, ain't it? Why isn't that why all these other nations, what they do? They model everything after who? Us. That's right. Right, bring this up.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
For thou art an holy people.
So he said, for thou art an holy people. That word holy means to be separate. Because we don't act like these other nations. That's right. Right? They all try to do what? Act like us. That's right. Read.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
He said the Lord thy God hath chosen thee. To what?
To be a special people unto himself, above all people. Above all people.
He said above all people. So the Lord has a chosen people. The Lord don't love everybody the same, contrary to what our people may believe. Because that's what they grew up in. They taught in these different seminars and churches and things that, look, God loves everybody. He loves everybody the same. But right here in the Bible, it just said that he had a special people unto himself that's above all people.
That's right.
Why you think, brother, can't nobody play basketball like our people? Can't nobody play football like our people? Can't nobody cook like our people? Don't nobody look like our people?
That's right.
They don't look better than our women.
That's right.
That's right.
Right? Our men are more advanced in everything than them. Our women are more advanced in everything than they are. We're meant, even no matter how much they try to degrade us and try to say we're not on their level, right? We're more mentally smarter than they are too.
That's right.
We're more intellectually intelligent than they are. That's right. We kings upon this earth. Brother said something else, but
he said we gangsters.
We kings though, right? Keep going. So that's a reason for all those different things though, family, is the whole point. It's a reason why our people are like that. And it don't got nothing to do with melanin. People say, oh, it's our melanin. No, it don't got nothing to do with that. Because guess what? We got so-called blacks who lighter than us.
Sorry.
But guess what? They still come from our same bloodline.
Sorry.
Right? So what does it have to do with skin color? It don't got nothing to do with skin color. It got to do with the bloodline that we descend from. It's deeper than that.
Yes.
It's deeper than that. Right? Give me Deuteronomy 28. Let me show y'all something. Because it's one thing for me to be able to say it. Right? First. And the brother right here, he said, hey, I just feel it. I just know it. Right? The sister confirmed, she said, I just know it. Right? But it's one thing to just say to ourselves, oh, we know it. I know it. I know we got some people. But it's another thing to be able to prove it. Right? So we're going to prove it to y'all real quick. Give me 15.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
all these curses, family. These are not good things. Why do you think they only happen to our people? That's a curse.
That's right.
Read on.
Shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right, so the Lord said, look, if you don't do the things that I tell you to do, I'm going to put a curse upon you.
That's right.
Give me Deuteronomy 8 and 5 real quick. Because I want y'all to see this thing, man.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8 and verse 5.
Bring it out.
Thou shalt also consider in thine heart.
So the Lord said, y'all got to consider in your heart. Meaning your mind. Read.
That as a man own sons.
He said, as a man chasteneth his son, read.
So the Lord thy God chasteneth thee.
So the Lord gonna chasten us the same way. His chosen people, his children. So the same way you would discipline your child for doing something that you told him not to do, that's the same way the Most High got to do us.
God.
Right? So when we go through these different things that we're going to bring out for y'all, it's all because we did wrong at the end of the day. And it's correction. The same way. You know, they say, you know, in the world, they say, look, you don't love your kids if you don't beat them.
That's right.
That's how it is, man. Or discipline them. Right? So we're going to go back. Verse 16. Now, I want y'all to tell me, like I said, this is going to be real quick. We ain't going to take up all your time. But I want y'all to answer these different questions that we going to read out the Bible. And I want y'all to tell me if it sound like the so-called Arab man, if it sound like the Chinese man, the so-called white man, if it sound like our people, right? Let me know who it sound like, okay?
16. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 16.
Bring it out.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
So the Lord said one of the curses that will come upon his people if they didn't listen to him was they was going to be cursed in the cities. What people would y'all say cursed in the cities? Right? They out here slumped over at the bus stops, right? With nowhere to go. They off Katie. They drooping down like this, right? So on and so forth, man. Don't got nowhere to go. Killing each other in the streets, right? Getting their knee put on the back of their neck, right? And then gotta fight for justice. Who the only people on the earth that gotta say go to the street, man, and scream, "Our lives matter"?
That's right.
That's not normal. Man. Our people would think that that's not a normal thing. You should never have to say your lives matter. But that's what came upon our people because we didn't want to listen to what our Father had to tell us.
That's right.
So he said, "Cursed shall I be in the city," and it said, "Cursed shall I be in the field." It don't take a scientist to know who was cursed in the fields, right? We was. They teach you that. They teach our people that even in school, right? So give me 54.
This the book of Deuteronomy.
Well, so would y'all agree that sound like our people? Yeah. Okay.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 54.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
That's why you could go anywhere in the world and you're going to see who? Our people. No matter where you go, our people going to be over there. Right? Because we everywhere. But that's because the Lord did that to us, though. That's what it just said. I will scatter thee among all people. Read.
I will scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods.
He said what?
Thou shalt serve other gods.
So he said in these different places, our people was going to serve other gods.
So that's 64. You said 54.
But it's cool. When we finish this, we'll jump to 54. Yeah. Con.
Thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known. Even wood, even wood,
and what?
And stone.
Right? That's why our people and all these other different religions and stuff. You got what religion promotes wood?
No.
What's that cross made of?
No, that's Christianity.
See that? It's Christianity.
That's right.
That's that wood, man. Our people will worship wood. That's why our people walk around with crosses on their neck. Right? They get it tatted on them. Right? Even though the Lord said to not get tattoos, not to print any marks upon you, they still do that though. Why? Because they turn it into an idol and they worship it.
God.
When that's the first commandment. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
That's right.
Right? What's that stone? What they do in Islam? They bow down to a stone. The Kaaba stone.
That's right.
Right? Read on.
Verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you.
Wait, was that in on 64?
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 54.
Bring it out.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye.
What?
His eye.
Now, when it says tender and delicate, that's because at one point in time, our people used to show love towards one another. Right? When you seen our people, we seen y'all, how y'all doing? Y'all good? Y'all need anything? How your family doing? Y'all need some water? Y'all good? That's how it used to be. Right? You can ask elders in the society and they'll tell you that's how it used to be.
Wow.
It wasn't, you would just walk past somebody and not say nothing. You know, you kind of walk past somebody, y'all kind of make eye contact, but you keep walking. Nah, back then you would speak. How you doing? How you doing? You good? Right? That's how our people used to be towards each other. But now the Lord said he was going to do something. Read. Let's see what he said he was going to do.
His eye shall be evil toward his brother.
He said his eye now is going to be evil towards his brother. What that sound like? Your eye being evil towards your own brother.
We do it today.
What that sound like? You said what, sister?
Like we do today. We don't speak, we don't acknowledge, we just keep it moving.
Yeah, true. Black on black crime.
Kill each other.
Right? We shooting each other over street signs that ain't even ours. Over colors. Right? That's what it's going into. Us hating our brothers in our heart now. We kill each other more than we kill the people that's actually oppressing us at the end of the day. Now, I always say, look, I'm not advocating that our people should go out and do those different things, but really think about that. We rap about killing our own people in songs instead of rapping about the people that killed George Floyd. Or rapping about this wicked system, corrupt system that don't do nothing but keep our people at the bottom of society.
That's right.
That's right.
How many times do you hear rappers rap about that? Nah, all they rapping about is having sex with other men's wives, right? Getting their girls, this and that, killing their own people.
He said NWA.
You see that?
They don't put them on the platform.
So you see that? And cool, that's right. If you are, you said what, brother?
They did rap about it, it was chaos. It was the truth. It was the truth, like you said, the truth hurt.
Right.
So the more it hurt, the more they want to begin to do something about it.
That's right.
That's why.
But see, and when they was doing that though, when NWA was doing that, they did everything in their power to do what? Shut them down. Shut them down.
Salakia, and I was gonna say, NWA, when they was doing it, like how you said it, they was on a major platform, like how these other rappers, like the Young Boys, the 50 Cents, when NWA came out and they was F the police, they was on a major platform. That's why they was going to take them down like how they was. Now everybody else who go against the industry, they don't really care about them because they so-called underground rappers, mixtape rappers.
They don't give them a platform.
Yeah, they don't
That's right.
They don't got that major platform like these 50 Cents.
Because who run social media? Who run the media? The so-called white man run it. So guess what? If you speaking on things that's gonna bring down, exactly, they're not gonna promote that. They're gonna promote what? Shoot a nigga, kill a nigga, this and that, and that. That's what they want to promote because they want to continue to bug our people's minds out. They actually pay you for that.
Yep. That's right. Record deal.
They actually pay you for that. So the more people that go to jail off of your songs, you get paid from that. That's called having a hand in these penitentiaries. Right? That's why they continue to rap the way they rap. Because the more people that go to jail, the more money that they actually get from those penitentiaries. Our people actually got share stockholds in penitentiaries.
Michael Jordan.
Oprah, Michael Jordan.
Right, Michael Jordan, Oprah. A lot of people do. Yet they go out and talk about how they need to get our people off the streets. Well, if you saying that, yet you got your hand in the money over here, you being a hypocrite.
Brother got that bracelet on.
Do you really want to stop our people from going to jail? Because if that happens, that means you're going to stop losing money. I mean, you're going to start losing money. So that's why these leaders have failed our people also, right? But let's read on. What was that, 54?
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother and toward the wife of his bosom.
Right? Domestic violence, pimping our women out, not treating them right, whoring them out. Read on.
And toward the remnant of his children,
Toward the remnant of his children,
which he shall leave.
Said toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. What people known for leaving their kids? Baby mama drama. About 4 or 5 baby mamas. Only take care of the one that he lived with. Right? All these, then now you got all these different things, blowing up the phone, this and that. Right? What people is that?
Us.
That's right.
Right? So for everything that we've asked y'all say our people, it's obvious though when you go through these accounts. Now let's get another one for y'all. Actually, real quick, give me 49. I mean 47. 6. 48. Is that what I want? But I want you to start higher. 45, 6. 46. 45 is the same curses. 45.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 45.
Bring it out.
Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and pursue thee and overtake thee. Verse 46, and they shall be upon thee for a sign,
For a sign.
and for a wonder.
For a wonder. So these things that our people going through, the things that we're reading about right now in the scriptures, the Lord said they was going to be upon our people for a sign. That's how we're gonna be able to tell, okay, these are who God's chosen people are, based off the signs. Right? Same way you know you at McDonald's. Why? Because you got the golden arches and it say McDonald's. Right? That's the same way you know who God's chosen people are, because he left signs in the Bible.
That's right.
For his people. Read on.
For a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
Meaning our people always gonna be able to identify with these things. It's not, it don't, in 2022, it ain't gonna be like, oh no, our people are, we don't, that's not us. Our people not known for leaving their kids. Our people not known for killing people. Nah. The same way we relate to these things now, it's the same way our people related to them 1,000 years ago.
That's right.
Right? Read on.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things.
Because we didn't want to do the things that he told us to do, which was keep the commandments.
That's right.
Read on.
Right.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Shall I serve who?
Thine enemies.
That's why we gotta be under subjection unto these other nations. Right? And what?
To serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
In hunger. What was the last thing y'all ate? What's the last thing you ate, King?
No, some breakfast.
Some breakfast. What you eat for breakfast, brother?
Waffles.
Some waffles. Where you get the waffles from?
There's a lot of white people though. There's a lot of white people.
Did you get it from your people? Basically. Did your people make the waffles and grow it and all this other different stuff? Did they grow the wheat? Nah. We had to get, so it don't matter if you want to get Starbucks, McDonald's, it don't matter if you go to Meijer, go get some meat, and then you put it on the grill and cook yourself. You still got it from your oppressor. We don't own Walmart. We don't own Meijer. We don't have our own factories to be able to make these different things. Right? Read on.
And in thirst.
Water. We don't have companies to be able to bottle up our own water and all this other different stuff. Nah, the so-called white man is in control of all these different things and these other nations. Read on.
And in nakedness.
All the clothes that you see everybody got on did not come from our people. We don't make cotton and all this. They made our people pick the cotton.
That's right, huh?
But we didn't own those cotton fields.
Right.
We didn't own these different things to be able to, fend for ourselves. And the one time that we actually did have something for ourselves, what they do to it? In Tulsa, Oklahoma.
They blew it up.
Right when we was, they
bombed it.
Because, hold on real quick, King. So, but that's because we're under curses.
Right.
And we're not going to get out of these things unless we start doing what our Father told us to do.
That's right.
Right?
And in what of all things?
Birth certificate, a death certificate, a head. When you gotta go to so-called white man even when you die.
That's right.
Think about that. When you born, when you bring somebody in the world, what the first thing they do? They give you a number.
So scared number.
You see that? So in one of all things, anything physical you got to get from your oppressors.
God.
Right. Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Right. Salakia. And he put a yoke of iron upon our people's necks, man. In slavery. Right? And we still got that yoke of iron on now. But it's just in a different way. Read on.
Until he have destroyed thee.
Until he had destroyed us. Once they destroyed us mentally, that's when they took that chain off our neck.
That's right.
It wasn't because they signed a damn bill and was like, it's illegal to have slaves now. Because even then, they still had slaves. Right? But we was destroyed mentally up here.
They got us regardless.
Exactly. Right? So now, let's get the nail in the coffin. Give me 68.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord.
All right. Y'all God's chosen people, brother. Real quick, this is the last one because this is important. This is the nail in the coffin right now, man. This is the nail in the coffin because can't nobody, you can have some people that apply, see these other different things in the scriptures and they apply, say, well, the so-called white man is homeless too. But is it on the scale that our people is? Right? Are they being oppressed on the scale that our people are being oppressed? No. Make those cases, but this is the point. Right? This is the nail in the coffin. You have something to say, King?
I just had a point. Just a little point. Usually when you see Esau out there, man, it's usually because he chose to be out there.
I would say it's a choice.
You know, it's a choice of his. He wanted to do drugs, he ain't want to work. Whatever's going on in his mind, which is twisted, he chooses to be out there.
That's right. That's right. But our people, what? They had a disadvantage. Right? Right, like the brother said. Born into it. Right? But listen to this, family.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
I said the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. When you read the rest of this entire Bible, the Israelites never went back into Egypt again as a nation of people. They just left from Egypt right here. So it's not talking about the physical land, Egypt. So what is it talking about? Right? Let's find out. Bring this up. 20 and 2. Exodus 20 and 2.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Right? So Egypt, that word Egypt, is synonymous with the word bondage.
So, hey, fella, you know everything you saying? Everybody, you know this already, right?
Do our people know it?
They know.
What's your nationality?
I mean, my nationality,
Yeah.
I'm a black man born in America.
That's
definitely know that my heritage and my bloodline.
Real quick, hold on, real quick, real quick, brother. Hey, family, we are going. This is the last one. Last one. I'm gonna get to your point, brother. I'm gonna get to your point real quick. Hold on, this is the last one though. I want to finish breaking this down to y'all because this is important. Right? Bring this out again one more time. Because that word Egypt, y'all gotta know what that means. This is important. Right? That word Egypt is synonymous with the word bondage. Because when our people was in Egypt, we was in slavery while we was in Egypt. Who you think built up all those pyramids?
That's right.
Right? Read.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of bondage. Now, let's put it in context.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt
into bondage and slavery.
Again. With ships.
With what?
With ships.
How did we get to America? On ships. Right? Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
We never seen our homeland as a nation of people again. Read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Who was we sold to when we got off the ships? So-called white men. It's a fact. Read.
Slavery was
for bondmen
black people always
and bondwomen.
Slave men and slave women, read on.
And no man shall buy you.
Nobody shall buy us. That word buy in the Hebrew means redeem. Because we still found in a land that we was taken captive to. That's right. Not being free just because we can get a car and a job. Right? So the point is, who did that happen to? Our people, obviously, right? So we read y'all multiple curses in the Bible proving to y'all that these only relate to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, because we the only ones that been through those different things. That's right. We're going into slavery on ships, right? Being under subjection unto our oppressors, not being able to really own anything. Even if we do got a little store, we still got to pay property taxes to Uncle Sam.
That's right.
That's right.
Right? They still got their hand in everything, so do we own it? No. Right? That all happened to our people, right? And this is, go to 29 and 1, because now we got to see what they called us. Right? Because did they call us black people? Did they call us African American in the Bible? No. That term was just invented in the 1980s.
That's right. That's right. Deuteronomy 29 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
So who is Moses talking to?
The Israelites.
Yes.
Come.
If Moses is talking to the Israelites, what would that make our people if we identify with all those things?
That's right.
And that's why we out here, family. We out here to explain and break down to our people that we not black people, niggas, spics, African Americans. No, we God's chosen people. We Israelites. Not according to what the so-called white man put on our people, but according to what God called our people.
Teach us.
Exactly.
Right.
So that's why we out here, family, to teach our people their God-given nationality and to tell our people to come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments so we can get out of this captivity, man.
That's right.
Right?
I got one last thing to leave y'all with.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 19 and verse 16.
Bring it out.
And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life?
Hold on, hold that. I want you to hold that. Now, brother, you said, so people, but I asked you what your nationality was, and you said a black man.
Clear. Let's only go so far in this Bible, because even when you talk about taxes, they pay taxes In the beginning of this Bible, they
Most that nobody never said they didn't.
What I'm saying
they was in captivity too.
And all these devils, these white folks, they come from us. They come from Africa just as well. We
no, they don't.
People.
No, they don't.
They says out to the Caucasus Mountain and all that. Your Bible says that.
Hold on.
I spent 17 years and listened to this shit and read Bibles over and over and over. I'm
gonna let you speak. You got it.
And spoke to people. My point is, and I'm hearing y'all, what we don't have is leadership in the community. What we don't have is somebody taking this energy right here and bringing it to the neighborhoods, to the houses, to the apartments, to the communities, and drawing people out and having this message. Motherfuckers is down here enjoying themselves. It's not gonna resonate. Maybe 2 or 3 people might get it. This shit.
That's all that matters, brother.
That's right.
If one person get it, brother, that we did our job at the end of the day. And we go out to the neighborhoods, brother.
That's right.
We go there, brother.
We bring them out every day.
We go to the neighborhoods, brother.
Weekend. We bring them out every weekend. And we just keep it going. We don't stop.
Brother, that's what we doing.
Stop.
Now hold on, don't walk away though. Hold on, don't walk away.
I'm from Chicago, and I see this a lot at the crib. I rarely see it here.
Now, I want to address something.
But I don't see nothing in the hood, man.
I want to address something. Just because you may not see when you go to the hood necessarily, if you don't see it, that don't mean that it's not happening. Because, brother, we go to the hoods, brother.
That's right.
We go to the hoods. But guess what? Hold on real quick, brother. I'll let you. Hold on, brother. I'll let you speak. I got you. Just let me address, because I want to address what you said before, because I don't want to forget what you were saying. Now, you brought up a point. You said we all come from Africa. That's not true. We don't all come from Africa. That's what they try to label and put on our people. But give me Galatians 4:26.
That's their Bible.
No, brother. Prove it.
You prove it ain't.
Okay. That's why we up here, brother. That's why we up here. That's why we up here, brother. Give me it. But first I want to get this.
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 4 and verse 26.
Bring it out.
For Jerusalem, which is above is free.
Jerusalem,
which is above is free, which is the mother of us all.
That's where everything started, brother, in Israel. Even if you go and look up what the oldest found city, the oldest city that they can conjure up with their little materials or whatever they got, it goes back to the land. Hold on, let me finish, brother. I got you, King. I promise you. It goes back to the land of Jericho. Where is Jericho at? It's in Israel.
That's right, Doc.
Not Africa, brother. Even if you want to go to the Fertile Crescent and all that, that's a makeup of Africa, makeup of Africa and Israel. And it's another one, but I'm forgetting the third one. But that's a makeup of that entire land. But the oldest found city was in Israel. So to say we all come from Africa, that's not necessarily true. And they try to put on us, hold on, I want to address what you said, brother. I got you, I promise you. Because you said that we all sold everybody was selling everybody, basically. That's not true. Just because, if we the same color, right? Because the so-called Arab man is of a dark skin complexion too, right? Does that mean we the same? Just because we both may be the same color, when you go into a gas station, no, right?
Latinos the same color.
Exactly. But that don't mean you can just say, oh, we were selling ourselves. The reason I brought that up is because that's what they do to our people when they try to associate us with Africans. When they try to associate our people with Africans, they try to all group us together because we the same color. Right. But they don't go further than when we came to Africa, because we was somewhere else before we came to Africa. Right? In 70 AD, we fled from Israel, fleeing to Africa, fleeing from Roman persecution. That's how we ended up at, hold on real quick. That's how we ended up in Africa in the first place, to begin with. So, and I want to bring that aside because you told me to prove.
You say Israel's where? It's in the continent of what?
Israel is not in the continent of Africa. It's by Africa.
So
yes.
Africa is the name of a white man.
True. Actually, that land is named Ham. Now you can say it's controversial. You can say, you know, it's a part of Asia. You know, you can say it's Africa.
What continent?
Right?
No, I'm gonna say. I'm gonna let you say.
You say it again one more time.
I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna let you say.
No, I'm saying your question.
What continent is Israel in? Is Israel its own continent?
No, it's not. It's in Asia. You said what?
Okay, that's what I was saying.
Okay.
And my point of coming up here,
specify that.
When I'm point of coming up here, friend, I came here, and I've been here 12 years. These cats will tell you, I'm like 200 strong. I started a gang out here, and I'm 200 strong, just off some gang shit. So I know when y'all take this to the community and y'all in the community on a normal basis, I can guarantee you right now, y'all probably be 1,000 strong just out here.
We are, bro.
1,000 strong just right here. Standing right here with you.
We are. It's angels all around us right now.
That's right.
You just can't see them.
I'm speaking literal.
I'm speaking literal too.
And bring this to the community and watch how fast y'all grow. Every day though, I collected 200.
All right, but brother, hold on, real quick. Before you leave, you see how you said that you collected that,
200,
right? Yeah. And we would agree in wickedness, right? Brother, do that for the Lord in righteousness.
I ain't with that.
Why not?
I'm a die. I'm a live by the sword, die by it.
But brother, you don't have to though, brother.
I don't have to. I'm 46.
I know. That's
so when you 46 years old, you already know you made a decision, a conscious decision.
That don't mean you never. It's never too late to change, kid.
No. It's never too late to change.
Because if you a leader, you a leader,
I'm
right?
already cut how I'm cut.
But you can change, brother. If you did that in wickedness, how much more? Like you telling
I'm 46. I'm 46,
real quick, brother.
So you know I can change. You know I know you can change.
All right then. So brother, okay. So I want you to do that because you my brother at the end of the day, man.
Right.
I want you to be out here.
I like my lifestyle.
We love you, brother.
I love my lifestyle.
Give me the book of Matthew chapter 15 and 13. You give me Matthew 15 and 13. You give me, hold on, real quick. You give me Matthew 15 and 13. You give me the book of Isaiah chapter 28 and Isaiah 28 and I believe, just go to 28 and let me see. But bring this up.
15 and 13.
Wherefore 13 and 15.
Hear the Lord, ye scornful men.
13 and 15.
He ain't made a covenant with death.
Just because we in the hood, people just come to it.
Did you say 13 and 15?
Yeah, the Lord say we didn't call, but we're chosen. We in the hood all the time.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 13 and verse 15. For this people's heart is waxed gross.
Said what?
For this people's heart is waxed gross.
There you have it right there, man. The Lord said for these people heart have waxed gross, man. He said these people heart have waxed gross. Right? The brother said he had 200 strong, man. So okay, brother, that's cool. Let's do that in righteousness now as a people though, man.
That's right.
You have brothers that came from the streets that's in this thing now, man.
Right.
The Lord don't care how old you are, man. It's never too late to change. Now, if that's your lot, that's your lot. That's your lot. You got to stand in that lot. And hey, that may be that brother lot, man. Right? That may be that brother lot.
Brother just said he see us in the hood every day.
See that, man? And you got, hold on real quick. I want that one.
Isaiah chapter 28 and verse 15.
Solomon chapter 1.
Isaiah 28 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
Because he have said, we have made a covenant with death.
What they say?
Because he have said, we have made a covenant with death.
Hey, that's what our people say, man. Not only do they say it, but they do it. How do they do that? They show it by their actions, man. That's how they make a covenant with death, man. Right? So our people make a covenant with death, read on.
And with hell are we at agreement.
And with hell, our people are at agreement, man. Our people are okay with living that lifestyle. That's what he just said. He said, I'm okay with living that lifestyle. Well, brother, hey, you're going to die living that lifestyle then. And hey, thou sayest. He said it himself. Said, I'll live by the sword, I'm going to die by the sword. Well, brother, that's what it's going to be then at the end of the day. Read it again from the top, Baba Kasha.
Lord prophesied.
28 and verse 15, Isaiah. Because he have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. For we have made lies our refuge.
Lies are refuge, man. But the point is, look, our people make a covenant with death, man. And with hell, they at agreement, man. What is that talking about? Being at a lower state. Right? Being at a lower state. Being okay with not knowing who you are as a nationality, man. Not knowing that you guys chosen people. Not knowing these different things, man. Right? Bring this out.
It's the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
For righteousness is immortal.
Righteousness is immortal at the end of the day, man. And what is righteousness? Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, like we brought out in Deuteronomy 6 and 25, man. Right? When you do those different things, guess what? Hey, you further yourself to immortality, Lord willing.
That's right.
Why? Because you're going to be made perfect in that day. Right? Read on.
But ungodly men with their works and words call it to them.
Read that again one more time.
But ungodly men with their works.
Ungodly men with their works. Read.
And words call it to them. For when they thought to have it their friend, they consumed to naught and made a covenant with it. And made a covenant with it.
And they went and made a covenant with being ungodly, man. They went and made a, and they was okay with that though.
Right.
So they went and made a covenant with being ungodly, man. Right?
Because they are worthy to take part with it.
Because they are worthy to take part of, worthy to take part with it. Meaning what? Hey, that's their lot. They gotta stand in it and be destroyed, man. Because a lot of our people are vain too at the end of the day. It's not just these other nations. These other nations vain, period. But our people are vain to an extent too, man.
That's right.
Because the brother said he happy with his life, man.
Ecclesiastes 10 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place.
That's right, man. Folly is set in great dignity, man. Living that lifestyle, man, is not cool, man. It's not. It's really not, man. Living that lifestyle is not gonna lead, and you know, it's something that's said a lot. And when people hear, they like, but it's true though. It ain't gonna lead to nothing but the grave or jail, man.
That's right,
The grave, jail, and depression. Not being able to trust nobody, man. And it's gonna lead to folly, man, at the end of the day, man. Why? Who wants to sit there and do that, man? You're not working towards nothing at the end of the day.
Right,
when you die, your legacy was nothing. Who wants to live a life like that, man? Right?
This the book of Matthew, chapter 22 and verse 14.
Bring it out.
For many are called, but few are chosen.
You see that? Many, and you see that? This just not coming to my mind. He said he been doing this. But he said he don't do it no more, so he finished anyways. Right? He finished anyways, man.
God.
So, man, man, I just wanted to get into them other things, man. That's just madness though, man.